Today we're going to take a look at some Matchbox and Hot Wheels store exclusive series, or at least in the United States, these are store exclusives. The first one we're going to take a look at is this Matchbox Retro Series. This is a store exclusive to Targets in the United States. So this is the first mix of the year. So in the mix, there's going to be a total of 24 cars. There's 6 cars in this first mix, so there's going to be 4 mixes of 6 cars each. They have done this for a couple years now. It's a pretty cool series. It's one I always like. Usually they're kind of a retro car. It's a retro series, so kind of a retro car. This one's a little bit unusual because they did this this widow graphic on this car. So this is the 1970 Chevy El Camino, and this was the hardest of these to find. I don't know if this particular car was extra popular for some reason. Maybe people really went for this spider graphic on it or something. I'm not entirely sure. For me personally, this was the least interesting of the cars in the series. Although this is a casting that I don't have already, so I'm happy to have that. But this widow graphic to me didn't really appeal all that much. But it is pretty cool. But this one did take a while to find, and I think the only reason that I found it was the one that I picked up had a cracked blister, which to me that doesn't matter because I open everything. But to somebody who collects carded, obviously a cracked blister is not a good thing at all. But this is a pretty cool car. I would like to see it in a different color. A cool stock livery would be my preference. But this isn't bad. And if you happen to be into this widow graphic, it's an awesome thing. The rest of these are much more stock. So we have a 1970 Ford Capri. Love this casting. So this looks to be a metallic green, which is pretty cool. And get some pretty nice looking detail on the front. Nothing on the back though, which is pretty disappointing. There's a little bit of side tampo in here to give some texture to that, and there is a graphic or some logo graphics and a little stripe there. But this definitely could have done with the some rear detail. That would have been cool. Front end looks good though. It's a cool car. I like this casting a lot. Next, the Toyota 1984 Toyota MR2. This time in blue. We had seen this in white. My understanding is that, like the mainline release in white, there are multiple variations of this car. There is one with the headlights up, which is the one that I have, one with the headlights down, and then there is a right-hand drive variation and a left-hand drive variation. It looks like this is the right-hand drive variation. I personally do not collect variations like that, so I only picked this one up, and I have not looked at any of the others of these that I've seen to see what other variations there are. But looks like it's got a little scuff on the hood. But yeah, the headlight up variation is pretty cool. You get tail lights on this one, which is nice. I like the blue. I think I actually like this blue and blue with black on the base. I think I like this a little bit better than the initial release in white. This is pretty cool. If I find one with the headlights down, I would probably grab that one. But the interior variations isn't something that I personally care about at all. I barely pay attention to the interiors on the cars in reality most of the time, especially on mainline cars like these. If I'm going to really pay attention to the interiors, it'll be on some of the super premium stuff that I collect. Next, we have the 1964 Austin Mini Cooper in kind of a cream white with a black roof. This looks really good for this. Got the headlight detail, which is good. Got a little mini logo. See, is there probably a Austin logo there? Yeah, Austin Cooper logo on the hood. It's got some pretty fine detail in there for a Matchbox, but no taillights. That's disappointing. So you only get the roof done in black and then the headlights. So at least it got the headlights. I mean, that's a good thing, but It's yeah, it's cool. I like this casting. I always pick these up when I find them. So very cool. Then the 1962 Volkswagen Beetle, in almost looks like the National Parks color. This is not a National Parks livery, but it does seem to be almost the same color. So kind of a light misty green. Get some headlight details. Again, you get some black on the roof and nothing on the rear. So we've been seeing Hot Wheels getting more Tampo passes this year than we have in the past. Sometimes we've seen them get Tampos all the way around on a mainline release, which is very surprising. But it appears that Matchbox has not followed suit with that, so that's a little disappointing. But yeah, not a huge Beetle fan, so it's okay casting though. Little trailer hitch on there, chrome base, but it's not bad looking for, yeah, it's not bad looking. Chrome bumper's cool. Chrome base to get the chrome bumpers, definitely worthwhile. And then the last one is the Willys Jeep in kind of a bronzy brown. Is that color? Goldish brown. It's a pretty cool color. Got some yellow details. Got the shovel and the axe detailed on the side. It's pretty nice. And the spare tire, which is the part of the interior, so you get a different color there. Would be nice if the interior in this had been black or something. It probably would have looked a little better, and you would have gotten a black spare tire. But it's okay. So you're only going to get side detail and no front detail or rear detail. And it does vary, so you do have slightly different treatment because you have this metal plate here on the side, and it says Swamp Crew, MBX Swamp Crew. So, yeah, pretty cool. Again, not one of my favorite castings, but this is a pretty cool release of this. I do really like the green light version of the Jeep, and the Matchbox version is for $1, or these are $1.50. So for an $1.50 model, these are still pretty cool. So cool series. I really like this series. I keep saying I'm not gonna pick them up because there's some cars that I'm not super interested in there, but then I find them and I'm like, oh, I got to get them. Always grab them because it's really not that big of a deal. But that's pretty cool. Next, we have another Target exclusive series. This is from Hot Wheels, the Flying Custom series. We've seen quite a few releases of these. This is the first mix for 2022. This has 8 cars in it, and there will be, I believe, 2 mixes of these throughout this year. At least there were 2 mixes in 2021. Another retro style series. I'm sure most people have seen these around. I really like this series as well, which is kind of surprising to me because I have not typically liked these black wall wheels. But on this series with the retro liveries and stuff, I really get into it. I don't know. I think these are just have that just cool retro character for a Hot Wheels, and I've become a big fan of this series. So this is the '65 Ford Mustang convertible. This is an awesome casting from Hot Wheels, and it's very cool, metallic blue, and with the nice red and white stripes on the side with Mustang logo and a little Hot Wheels badge on the back. No taillight detail, no headlights or anything. White interior, which doesn't look too bad. But just this, I don't know. I love it. This is a cool looking casting. Love this one. Another casting that's pretty cool. 69 Chevelle SS 396 in orange. They do such a great job with these with these retro style liveries on this series. There have been very few misses of the things that they have put out. I think I have pretty much all of them. And I think one of the things that's grown on me about these Blackwall wheels is these oversized rear tires look more right with this style of wheel to me. That looks much more like a drag tire than if you get one of their more modern oversized wheels, which appears to have a lower profile tire on it. This looks more correct and gives the car a meaner look, I think, which is pretty cool. So again, side tampos on this one, nothing on the front or back, but yeah, that is cool looking, and I do like those black wall style wheels on these. Then the 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. I collect Cougars, but I do not think I have a version of this Eliminator casting from Hot Wheels. So I don't remember having a Cougar that has the oversized wheels on the back, which this one definitely does, which gives it a pretty cool rake and a little bit of a mean stance to it. Although I do personally really like this car a lot better when the wheels are the same size. On the Chevelle, it works better. I think because the wheels are tucked up in there a little bit more, it just works. That asymmetric style works a little better on that. Here these stand out a little bit too much, but this is cool. So you do get 3 Tampo passes on this one. You get the sides and the top, orange racing stripe on the top, and with like a purple, orange and purple, with just a gloss black finish. It's pretty cool. Not my favorite of the Cougar castings, that's for sure. Hot Wheels definitely has some better ones. Then the 86 Monte Carlo SS in white. And we do have headlights there because they're part of the window piece. And then we have side tampos. Gold wheels. Yeah, which is kind of cool. Not too bad. But I think in this case, so these are this lower profile kind of tire here. I think this might have actually looked better there because these wheels look a little oversized. The rim part of the wheel to me looks a little bit oversized. This would probably have looked better here. But you get what they give you, so it's still pretty cool. Then another casting that I do not have, the 69 Shelby GT500 in a convertible style. I've never seen this casting before. And this is in a very cool ketchup and mustard livery. Red and yellow with gold wheels. And it's got some actual decent looking interior in there. There's even some detail in the steering wheel. But yeah, I've never seen this casting before. It's kind of cool. No details on the back or the front, but... And that's really too bad because, again, these are like $1.50 at Target. So there is additional revenue for these. They could do these, the extra Tampo passes on them if they really wanted to. And it seems to me like they really should. Because these are a slightly more premium product, one or a half a step removed from a typical Hot Wheels mainline, or at least they should be. But the way that they're treated, they're not. I mean, they have the same amount of graphic treatment as most mainlines. So that's something that I would like to see. Seems like they could do that at this price point, but who knows? I don't know their financials situation. So 66 Chevy Nova in purple. This one looks awesome. I love this car. Definitely one of my high on my list of favorite Hot Wheels castings. And this one looks awesome. Purple and blue with a kind of I think a grayish or silver stripe there. pinstriping along the roof as well. And yeah, this one just looks cool. Plastic front end on this is a little disappointing. The premium version of this casting is awesome. That's the one I'm most familiar with. Actually, this may be the first mainline level release of this casting that I have. I think the others that I have are all premiums. But this is a cool version. I like this one a lot, even with this kind of plasticky front end on it. But yeah, this is a great car to customize. One of the best customs that I ever made was made out of a premium version of this release. Came out really well. It's a cool car for that. Then we have the '85 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z in yellow and red and orange stripes. Again with gold wheels. So, kind of cool looking. Looks like those stripes are a little crooked maybe, but that's okay. Not too bad. It doesn't look, another one. This is another casting that I'm going to say I'm probably not really a big fan of. I don't know if I have any other versions of this or not. But this big wheel, it doesn't look right. Like it works again. It works when it's tucked up in there like that. That looks cool. Plus, the fact that this is, it would not be at all unusual to have a Chevelle that is a a drag car and customized to a drag car configuration, whereas it would be a little less common with one of these, I think. Although, what do I know about? I'm not. Maybe this was something people did a lot of. Anyway, these are Hot Wheels. They're not trying to be realistic. It's just for fun. Just like this one, Custom Auto. This is not even a real car. They like to put this car in this series, so they included it in one of the mixes from 2021 as well. It's a cool car as far as a Hot Wheels original goes. It certainly has, a look that is not far removed of something that a car manufacturer could have actually put out if they had wanted to. So it is a kind of cool casting. But it is a fantasy car in reality, or it's not in the same category as the shark cars and stuff that Hot Wheels puts out. But it is not a real car. But this one, green. The last one they put out was, I think it was gold. That one definitely looked a lot better. This is definitely the weakest out of this set. Hot Wheels graphics on the hood. Yeah, this one's just kind of okay. I almost didn't grab this, but I did want to grab a complete set just so I could show off the whole thing. And so that's cool. Out of that mix, this Nova and this Chevelle are definitely the winners for me. And this Mustang is very cool as well. All right, so then the next thing we have is, this is a Walmart exclusive. So I believe that this set is called the Racing Circuit set. So this is a 5-car set. And these are the cars that are in this set. I did not find this Porsche for some reason. I found all the others, but no Porsche, and I have not seen this set again. So I haven't been able to complete the set, but I will show you what I have. So we have the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 in green. And nice racing livery, the Michelin logos. So here's an example of where Hot Wheels did do the extra Tampa work. So these are at Walmart. I believe these sell for about $2. So at the $2 price point, we're getting front tampos for the headlights. We're getting a top tampo for the stripe, side tampos obviously for the racing graphics, and then rear tampos for the taillights and badging, Shelby badging and such on the back of the car. This is a very nice looking, you know, mainline-ish release. These technically are not mainlines, but it is of a similar quality to a mainline, except for the extra tampo passes. But this is cool. I love this Mustang casting. This is awesome. Very nice. Then number 2 of 5 is the McLaren P1 in orange. And the orange color is the traditional McLaren color. I believe they call it mango. And you get a headlight detail on here and a nice black across the top, which gives it a cool look. And then the cutaway sides, and you get the black piece in here, which I believe is the part of the interior showing through. And then racing graphics on the side. This casting definitely would look better if they did not do asymmetric wheels. This car can be done much better than this, but yeah, I don't know. It's a McLaren P1. It's cool. It's orange or mango, if you want to call it that. Hopefully that's what they call that color. I seem to remember it being that. So this is number 3 of 5, the 2017 Acura NSX in a very shiny purple. It's number 17, Yokohama graphics, Castrol, very chrome wheels. You get a headlight detail. Do we get rear? Yeah. So we got everything that we would want on this, which is good. That definitely makes this one of the better releases of this casting, to have the details all the way around, which is a very good thing. I think it actually would have been cooler without this on the hood. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't really love these chrome wheels, but I do like this color. It's a very nice color. It's not really metallic or even pearl. It's just a kind of a purplish blue, but it looks nice, and the full detail on this is cool. Yes, that's good. I like that one. So then number 4 of 5 would be the Porsche that I don't have, and number 5 of 5 is the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko in blue and yellow, which looks pretty cool. This is a car I'd really like to see a super premium version of. I have not typically been a huge fan of these hypercar type things. They just seem to be just a little too much. They're kind of gaudy looking to me. But sometimes, when you see a more accurate model and have a chance to really look at it, you can gain an appreciation of it. That has happened for me with a number of different cars. Like if I can stretch here and grab a model here. So this is a McLaren P1. So we have the Hot Wheels version, and then this is the super premium version of this. This is from a brand CM model, and it is a much you can get a much cooler release out of this. I would love to see something at this level for this Koenigsegg. That would be very cool. So there we go. So this is a Walmart exclusive set, and it's a pretty cool set. Hopefully I can find the Porsche to fill in the the gap, wherever that gap's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go right here. Otherwise, thank you for watching.